mystery where my shit went.
Before we start the serious video review.
Who said it was gonna be serious?
We
Guys,
can't.
are we live? Am I
We are
live.
live.
With the Tallywackers?
You're live with the Tallywackers.
We made it a second time.
The second time! Yeah, baby!
This is unprecedented.
This is crazy.
I hate this so much.
I hate it so much.
Screw you too, man.
So before we start, I do want to make an announcement to all that is in the world. This has been hard to come out with. Monkey doesn't wear any pants.
Monkey doesn't.
Indestructible.
Monkey doesn't wear any underarm.
Oh.
No, the best one is Toodaloo, motherfuckers.
Hey, motherfuckers, and I'm called to poop. For real though, on God, for real. The subject of today is how Jonathan lost his third testicle.
My what?
Unsolved mysteries.
The Unsolved Mysteries.
Yeah, we're going to be doing Unsolved Mysteries. It was my idea, so do you mind if I give them the rundown?
I feel like this is up to Jonathan to give the rundown. Jonathan, this is your idea. The podcast is being handed over to you. We're gonna die, because every time anything involving this channel gets put to Jonathan, I end up with what looks like fat bastard carpet bombing me with his shit flakes.
What?
When you threw the fucking rock behind me in the mud,
It just exploded.
you literally shit-sploded me.
Wait, what?
Dylan, do you not remember that?
No.
No, he wasn't there for that.
So, I feel
Oh,
like
yeah, no.
For the rocket.
Yeah, we were trying to make a rock path because there was a bunch of mud, and Jonathan
Oh,
threw a
yeah.
big-ass rock behind me
Yeah.
and showered me in fat bastard. Gone wrong, gone sexual.
Well, Fat Bassett is played by Mike Myers, so at least
So anyway, I did fall off the rock wall and I fell into shit as well, so...
Yeah, we all got shit covered. No, the thing is with the Tallywackers, if one person's covered in shit, it's more than likely everyone else is too.
This is a feature.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was basically Geeks and Gamers catching more shit than a toilet.
Docs and goomers.
It's in
Doc.
buckets.
Gawk gawk with my guac out, cock clock with my scrocks out, mock mock
Scrocks?
with the pop out, beep bop. Yeah, I wear sandwiches. I wear sandwiches?
Uh-huh.
Something new. So anyway, what this podcast is that we're going to talk about unsolved mysteries that we've heard about online, or in this case, on Reddit. So reliable.
Reliable.
And so, I mean,
And real crime.
I've been deep. It doesn't have to be crime, just unsolved mysteries.
Okay.
Crime, it can be basically anything that's unsolved, disappearances, crimes, Dylan's virginity, anything that's unsolved. Fuck you, Dylan.
So what does it mean when
fuck
your
you, dude.
virginity is solved?
You
You lose
no
it?
longer virgin. Yeah. But until then, it's more of like he could have lost it.
Well, he couldn't.
But it's to his dad.
Unlikely.
So
What
it's
dad?
not likely.
Yeah, which one?
Chalabaku.
So yeah,
Chalabaku.
Don't worry, I got a reliable list of
Chalabaku.
So one more thing before we begin. Some of these cases that we're going to talk about might be a bit dark, so we're going to try.
If you on this channel, don't.
Yeah, if you're not good with this stuff, leave us. Our only 2 subscribers.
Yeah.
We have 17, actually.
How many of them are family members or friends?
yes.
Good question.
I don't know.
One's a former coworker.
I mean, no one of us has 17 friends, so there's got to be a few. And before we start, though, big Tallywackers update, boys. I mean, again, we have 17 subscribers, but the Tallywackers have officially surpassed a total in channel views. We are now over 10,000. We're in the
Yeah!
12,000s, close to the 13,000 total views.
That's pretty
So
So
nice.
in terms of views, it means a lot of people are watching, just not cool enough to subscribe.
Not subbing yet.
You did
Smash
understand.
that sub button.
Smash that sub button. If you don't, Jonathan will shit in your toilet. It's a lot worse than you would assume.
Yeah.
We're not.
I know.
This
I know from
is a hard
experience.
punishment.
I know from
Now,
experience.
Jonathan,
It's basically worse than the quartering pissing in his own basement.
there it is. There it
There's
is.
the
Mandated quartering reference.
There
Mandated
it
quartering
is.
reference. Okay.
There it
We
is.
need to do Tallywacker bingo one day.
Yeah, how many times does Jonathan reference the quartering?
I'll mention him as many times as it takes to get his fat, greasy ass off
There
of
it
this
is.
planet.
Get your fat, greasy ass
And
off
this
that
platform
porch.
is how you intend on bringing him down.
Bro, you're gonna be fucking on your deathbed.
Boys,
And you're gonna
boys,
be
boys.
talking
No,
shit about him.
Chaz, actually. This is more of a Chaz thing.
You're going to assume I'm going to die first.
I have
before-
learned something.
But have you learned?
Man, weed makes you tired.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, when it was sleepy time, it was sleepy time.
Yeah. I mean, some weed is supposed to give you energy. Other weed is supposed to like mellow you out, make you tired. But the fact of the matter is, if you do a lot of either, you're gonna want to go to sleep anyway.
I did a lot.
Okay, so how about we start this little fun video?
I'd like to talk about Donald Trump.
The Unsolved where is Donald Trump?
So how do you want this to work, Jonathan? This is technically your idea, so we did agree originally that how it works is one Tallywacker comes up with a subject and they kind of run the show. So is it just we talk about, give us the full rundown of what you want this podcast to truly be.
Actually, we're just going to talk about basically unsolved shit. Mysteries, crimes, disappearances, all that fun shit. I'm going to start first because today it's my day, unfortunately. And
I think, Dylan, it's your day. You next. You up next for the podcast. So figure out
talk about his favorite hentai.
Mine is that one where my dad calls me mom.
You're what?
Where my dad called me mom.
What type of redneck shit?
So it's going to start with me, then Chaz, then Justin, then Dylan.
Y'all gonna have to carry me.
Oh, okay. I can understand the jiggy with it, getting jiggy with it. Okay, Jonathan, I believe in you. Tell a story about how somebody had a bad damn time, bad damn time, bad damn time. He probably went missing, or died in a plane.
Or died in a plane.
Where did he go? Jumped off a plane. Where's the money and dough? Ooh,
It's my name, DB Cooper.
DB Cooper,
Ah.
who knows him?
Who
DB
knows
Got the
him?
brain and got the dinero. He jumped like a
Dinero.
hero. And
Whatever that was.
Okay.
So, I'm going to talk about I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about everything that happened, and then after we're done this story, we get to share our thoughts. It's basically
oh.
So
It's
it's BuzzFeed Unsolved?
So basically, one person tells the mystery, then we all give our thoughts and theories of what might have happened.
Ja.
it's basically like a campfire story.
Yeah.
Take it! I like it! Take it! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Dude! Oh, dude.
Oh, you got excited.
I'm exerting all my energy. I've been very tired all day because of an herbal essence that we're gonna call WAD.
Wad.
Did we call it weed?
The Tallywackers do edibles.
Hey, I'll do.
Tallywackers do edibles at the cabin.
Justin, you made me tempted to get weed chocolate again.
I got chocolate. I got caramel. I got fucking gummies. I got sour cubes.
Oh my
I got
god.
fucking
Sour.
I gotta.
prostitute nipples.
Ooh.
What?
Ah, it's chunky.
Shut
No.
the fuck up. Shut
Okay,
up.
Jonathan.
Take it away.
Jonathan. He just wrote out.
Jonathan.
Okay. The first mystery I want to talk about.
I love you, Jonathan.
Is your mother?
Ah!
We try and tackle, boys. We can never do a podcast episode on like elections.
We got it now. We got it now.
What political party do you align yourself with, the Wehrmacht?
The Wehrmacht.
The first one I want to talk about is Lars Miltag. I
thought you
pronounced that wrong.
I thought you wanted
Lars
to talk.
Mukbang?
I thought you wanted to talk about
Who's-
D.B. Cooper.
Who's this Lars Mukbang?
No, Lars Miltag.
I'm not familiar with Lars Mukbang.
What?
No, the name is Lars Miltag. I pronounced it wrong.
Mukbang. Large Mukbang.
No, Lars Miltag.
Large Mukbang.
You're
German
a-
He's a
you're
German
Sicilian.
man. Oh.
So is the plan that we all search it up and go along with you, or are you just gonna tell us what it is?
There's no spoiler still, are there? You fucking loser.
Oh.
Looking up the movie online before you see it yourself, you're a disgrace.
Oh no, guys! The male Hooters is shut down. That's named after us.
Shoot.
Now we're the only Tallywackers on the
No more competition.
competition. Male strippers are gone. And now there's a niche for stripping Tallywackers.
Shut the fuck up.
John, get on that.
Shut up.
Me and you, John. Me and you, John.
God.
That's cursed, and I love it.
Our dance routine will be called 2 chromosomes with a frowny face.
So,
It's a massive.
back to the story because this is a very scary one. Basically, Lars Miltag was a German. I'm not sure what he was, but all I know is that he was.
He was one of them Jermies.
One of them germs.
Oh, so you can say it, but I can't.
Jermies isn't racist. When you walk around saying things, I'm not gonna say it, but when you walk around calling people sauerkrauts without the sour.
Wait, what is it without the sour? Sour.
Don't worry about it.
What is
No.
it without the sour? Then says sour.
Dumbass. Don't worry about it, Jonathan. It's very racist.
What is sauerkraut without the sour? Oh, sour.
Oh, sour. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
my servant's brilliance makes me unjoyed.
Oh.
Anyways, it's taken us so very long, Jonathan.
So Miltag basically went out with his friends to another country. Not sure what the country is, but I'm pretty sure everyone will look it up because he has his
So,
own Wikipedia page.
It was just one dude, German, and he went somewhere else.
I was German, did a thing, and now he's gone. Oh my god, it's his swan song.
Now, during his little trip with his friends, he got into a little spat with some people, and during the fight, he got clonked on the side of the head, rupturing his eardrum.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, basically afterwards, he was acting a bit strange. He thought that Russians were going after him, as you do,
Oh.
and he even phoned his mother, telling her that he believed he was being followed, and that to basically shut off all of his credit cards. So after their trip was over, his friends went back home, but he stayed behind because of cabin pressure could fuck up his ear. None of his friends stayed with him, which probably cost him. We don't know, because when he was eventually allowed in the airport, he basically ran off. He said, "I don't want to die here," when some guy came through and ran from the airport. There's video footage of him running away online. And after he was off camera, that was that. We never saw him again.
He never happened again.
No, never saw him. How bad is my audio?
No, that's just what I said. I hear you just fine.
So basically, we never saw him again. No one knows what happened to him. He basically was on camera one moment and then ran off, climbed over the fence, and frolicked into the sunset. That's the happy version.
And lived happily ever after. The end.
Until he died.
Indeed. But he lived.
Again, we don't know what happened to him. This case happened in 2014, and since then, nothing. We don't know where his body is. If there is a body, there is nothing.
We found a body! Ah!
Well, they'll never get to see that.
No.
So whatever happened.
What?
So what do you guys think happened to him? And
So he got into a scuffle, fucked up his ear, and then went crazy, and then went nuts, and then went missing.
Yeah, you can look up the security footage online. I'll give you guys time to look it up.
Yeah, but
I'm
he
gonna
ran.
do that actually.
He ran away after seeing a dude, right?
Just slap a link in the Discord.
No, I'm not you mule. Fuck you.
Maybe the
Dang.
dudes he got into a scuffle with may have been part of the mafia.
Hold on. I'm gonna do a quality of life change.
Oh.
It's weird.
He's gone.
Dead.
Just
Yeah,
like that
maybe-
man, he was never
Maybe
seen
the people
again.
maybe the people he got into a fight with were part of some sort of mafia or some sort of gang, and he pissed them off.
One's a theory, but they interviewed them, and that's basically not been confirmed. What generally people believe happened is that the ear injury he received may have caused him to believe that all this stuff happened, that it screwed him over in the head. I mean, it's generally not really accepted that they were part of a gang or anything.
Yeah, but was it ever confirmed or denied?
It was never really confirmed because the police weren't interested in them.
They don't care. And it's just a stupid German. I don't care about one of those.
Oh God! Damn. Well, do they care?
I'm insulting this poor guy.
Do they care about? But wait, do they care about Germans in Bulgaria? Because that's where he went for vacation.
Bulgaria? That's what it was called. Thanks, man.
Yeah, he went vacationing in Bulgaria, and that clearly didn't turn out so well.
You see the security footage, correct?
What the fuck is security footage?
Of Lars Miltek. You know, before he was sent somewhere. Because
To the realm.
again, because
Alright.
again, no
Oh,
one knows
here
what
it is.
happened to him.
Like 50 seconds. Can I play the video? Here we go. There he is.
Slap it in the Discord, Dylan.
Actually, we cannot hear you.
There.
Hello, guys.
Hello?
Just click that
What's his
link.
name, John?
I found it. Lars Mittank.
Yeah,
Lars?
M-I-T-T-A-N-K.
let's see this.
He is full on sprinting.
Yeah, he is.
Lowe's Matang.
Yeah, that's the guy.
No, vacating.
Unsolved
There he is.
mystery.
He just
Okay,
ran.
I'm gonna give you a gander.
There he is. He's just running.
Yeah.
German disappeared in Bulgaria in July 2014. He's on vacation with friends, but an ear injury stopped him from going, as John told us. He called his mother that told her he was hiding from 4 men following. Was there ever any mention of the actual 4 men being true?
Again, it was probably the ear injury that caused
Yeah.
him to. But there is medication that he took for the injury that people believed that might have caused it as well.
Yeah, he's going too.
Yeah.
You know, he fucking ran.
He really
He
believed
pieced.
that he was going to die.
People saw him climbing over a fence, and he just climbed a fence and disappeared.
He just freaking dipped.
Well, I subscribe to the theory that disappearing in this world is nigh impossible nowadays, so...
Yeah.
No, you believe that he's dead?
I think he's dead. I
Yeah.
think if... Well, when did this happen, John? 2012?
14.
14. Well, unless he wanted to go off the radar. I mean, I guess technically if you want to become Unga Mountain Man, you can just jump into the forest.
Unga
And you
Mountain
probably won't be found, but there's all the possibility that he got into a fight with someone who he shouldn't have, and then...
My thought was those
Wild.
men that he got into a fight with could have been some sort of mafia or gang. And
That's my theory.
That was, and according to John, they never confirmed it, but they also never disproved it.
Well,
so,
he got the ear injury.
Yeah,
The
that
ear
could al-
injury does exist.
Yeah.
It was a bunch of soccer fans that he got into a fight with.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
But were they
The mob
British?
can
Because if
hide
they're
very easily.
if it was British soccer fans, that he's
Well,
dead.
what do you think it is, John? You have more experience with this subject, so what's your theory?
Knows. We haven't found a body. We don't know where the hell he is. But there was
Probably
someone...
might be by a bear, or 2, or 5.
Million.
Really?
But there was a trucker that said that he saw him a couple of days after he disappeared. So we're not looking that good on any good leads. Basically, it's up to whoever the fuck could have happened.
I guess is he's probably in a... The thing is, and it's actually going to be part of a subject of something I'll talk about at some point today, but if you are in the woods and you're dead, it's going to be very hard to find that body.
No one is.
You're probably
No one's
fertilizer.
finding him.
He's fertilizer by now.
Because, I was going to say, nature will take its course and you'll...
Very
even,
quickly.
there could be a full non-decomposed body that we've all walked past in the woods and we go into the forest. We wouldn't know.
For all we know, we could have walked by Sac Lefay.
No, yeah, legit, yeah. It's funny, that's actually what I was going to talk about eventually, Zach. I was going to put
I know
that
what
up.
happened. He met up with him as lost men.
In the living and lost man land.
Oh my
Lost
God.
people.
Alright, so, yep, that's Lost Milk Tank. I was thinking of trying to put some information on screen on whom you could call to try and find him, but I'm not smart enough, so...
God damn it.
I think he ran into some people he shouldn't have ran into.
Yeah, that's
That's likely.
What I
I think Thanos got him.
Crap.
I fucking snapped.
Sorry,
Shit.
Lars. Sorry, Lars. We're sorry, buddy. God, we're getting canceled this episode.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Maybe.
Maybe rest in
You
peace.
know what's crazy? Any of the people we talk about here could very well watch this video.
Yeah, they could.
We're gonna get a message from Lars like, dude, I've been fucking out here in Somalia. Help.
I'm vibing in Somalia.
I became pirate.
Oh,
Can't see it.
Jazz.
hold on.
Ah, frick! I had God dang it! I don't remember. Crap. Oh, okay. I don't understand this story fully, but it's just something I remember. There's two stories. There's two very similar stories to this. One is definitely fiction, and is heavily based on one. So I believe, I don't remember which country was doing this. It was either the Germans or the Russians, but I think during World War II or something like that, one of them tried to make something that makes it so you don't have to sleep. I think it was gas, and you just breathe.
Oh,
that,
good.
yeah.
Oh. Are you talking
it's
about
the
the Russian sleep experiment?
Yeah,
Yes!
the Russian sleep experiment. Yeah.
Or they would breathe it in, and you didn't have to sleep. that's not how nature works, and they figured around and found out, because basically those people started to go insane and started to look less and less human. And it to the point where, well, it got real bad, and they had to stop it entirely.
Yeah, there's a creepypasta version of the Russian sleep experiment.
Yeah. Well, I think
Then there's the actual event. Well, events. I think the way we had found that was through released KGB documents. But there's no way to definitively prove it happened. But there's also, I mean, it's the KGB. So they got some credit, but also they don't have credit in telling the truth. It's weird with the KGB. Tell you something. I mean, it could happen, but
I mean,
you're a little liar.
You also aren't very cool, so.
Yeah, they learned quite. You don't know, Chaz. I'll let you. This is yours.
Well, they frigged around and found out they didn't last much longer than a week before they became freaking aliens.
Yeah, xenomorphs.
They were reduced to xenomorphs and went violent.
It was bad to the point where I think it was the estimated is by day 4 they were all dead. There was nothing they could do. You'd take them off the gas, they die.
4?
I think it was by day 4 that it was confirmed.
It got to the point where the body needed it. They literally couldn't live without it. So when they stopped having it, I think one dude he's like, "Put the gas back on, put it back on."
Yeah, they got very angry.
They got really angry.
They were angry that they're happy no sleepy juice. I need that shit.
Oh,
I'm gonna eat your liver now.
Yeah,
like it was bad because it was I think it was POWs.
That
they used for that experiment, and it was like day 1 they were just reading books and talking amongst themselves.
They're good.
Day 2, little more of the same. Day 3, completely silent. Day 4, one of them died, and then it just.
I was just imagining day 1, everything's cool and chill. Day 2, things are pretty cool and chill. Day 3, radio silence. Day 4, body.
It's day 4.
That's how mafia works.
And I do believe they cannibalized that body.
I think that's what I heard too.
Yeah, they ate one. One of the guys was basically falling apart.
Yeah, he was like
he was just munching himself. He was like
shell of a man.
Man, shit.
This condom slaps. That's basically it.
And just looking at Jonathan doing more research for his next one, just
staring deeply into the void. Well, John, you don't have the eyes of darkness. Oh, the eyes of darkness are back.
There it is.
But
did you see my search history?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw that Tallywacker porn.
Yeah, John, we know what you commissioned.
Jesus Christ, I don't know what to do.
Oh.
Basically, you see cash spread over a table.
Oh.
So,
Alright, it's your turn, I think. Whose turn
Chaz,
is
you
it?
done? It would be mine next.
I am done
Chaz,
now.
you done?
Wait, thoughts on that story? On the no sleep juice?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you gotta give your thought first. I personally believe it happened because the Soviets were up to a bunch of shit by that time.
Yeah, the Soviets did everything.
They were very unfavorable. So to say it's because a lot of people discredit it because oh man, no.
No.
For the Soviets, it would be so easy to get 4 people, take them from a POW.
Because you kind of have 4 billion people.
Yeah, I was gonna say, take 4 people, especially POWs, during a war, mind you.
Yeah.
Take 4 people, scoop them into an underground basement, and that's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote. I can't remember if it was the Russians who did it, or the creepypasta puts it on the other country.
It was the Russians. The Russians were behind it.
Okay, because the creepypasta says that the Nazis did it.
Yeah, no, it was in the actual story. It was the actual story. It was the Russian.
Yeah, I personally think.
What do you think, Jonathan?
Yeah, I honestly agree with you. It's super easy to get people, but I am more on the the That's bizarre. That's basically it.
Interesting. No, yeah, it's a brain tweezer. Dylan,
Yeah.
have you been paying attention? Give me a fucking dog shit. Please, I love you.
Yeah. Agree. I believe, judging from what the shit that they've done, yes, I believe it happened.
What else have they done? What?
Well,
Well, they
where do we
breathe,
begin?
but, like, that's like, man, breathing. That's their biggest crime. Like, come
I
on,
mean,
breathing.
it's alright.
it's alright.
Horrible.
Oh wait,
Overrated as Uga, in my opinion.
Yeah, I
Alrighty,
think
so I guess it's
I
my
do
turn.
think it happened too.
Your turn.
Well, okay, I'm gonna give us the first bigger scale mystery. Dylan, you're the only one I know who knows of this. You guys might also know. I believe it was in 1959 that this happened. It was a Russian expedition crew who were trying to climb. Hold on, I have it around here. The Ural Mountains.
Are you talking about the Dyatlov Pass?
Dyatlov Pass.
Dyatlov.
Yes, Dyatlov Pass. So,
Yeah, I've heard that lovely case.
I think it was
Yeah, lovely.
it was 9 Soviets who had they were making the trek and everything was going fine. Chaz, this gets interesting. I don't know if you know about this story.
Okay.
So there were 9 Soviets making a trek. They were trying to do an expedition. I forget what exactly for. And they had established a base camp and then basically went radio silent overnight.
Oh.
Then a bunch of there was a big search party and they found the camp and there was like 4 of them scattered around the camp, some of them naked, some of them wearing the other people's clothes, and then footprints leading out showed one of the guys was dead. I think there was his head was bleeding, and during the autopsy, his skull was completely cracked.
Oh.
He was half naked. Then, like miles out, they found the last of them wearing like the other people's shoes. The guy on the tree, they had taken his clothes. So basically, in a night, there was no avalanche that had happened. There was no presence of a major storm that had happened. It was just overnight. 9 Soviets. There wasn't a single survivor. Just died. And the crazy, it gets crazy.
Chernobyl.
When they were inspecting
Chernobyl.
the town, no, Chernobyl gets even crazier. But upon forensic investigation, they had found that when everything went down, because they all shared one tent, two, regardless, the tent was ripped from the inside.
Oh.
Meaning they were in such a rush to get out of their tent. Mind you, they're in the, I think they're in and around Siberia.
Oh, so AIDS land.
So, is it Siberia location? So yeah, there.
Yeah, that place.
Very cold location. But they went from their tent with a campfire in relative warmth. They clawed their way out of the tent, and then chaos ensued. All of them died. Yeah, it was pretty nutty. But with the theories, there's some interesting theories. There's some stupid ones. Like one of them is that I mean, I say it's stupid with stuff like this. You really can't tell.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have it right here. 1 victim had major skull damage. 2 had severe chest trauma. Oh right, the one on the tree, by the tree, his chest was completely caved in.
Oh my god.
So with the force of a car crash.
Yeah, his chest was caved in with the kinetic force of a car crash.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think the answer's pretty obvious. Soviet vodka.
Okay. So this is the official description, okay?
Yeah.
Soviet authorities, but this is, to be taken with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But it was determined. It was determined that 6 of them had died from hypothermia, while the other 3 had been killed by physical trauma. 1 victim had major skull damage, 2 had severe chest trauma, and another had a small crack in his skull. 4 bodies were found lying in running water in a creek, and 3 of these 4 had damaged soft tissue to the head and face. 2 of the bodies had missing eyes, one of them a missing tongue, and
What the
and
frick?
one had missing eyebrows. Yeah.
Eyebrows.
It was a Yeti.
Did they take the time to shave off a
You
single?
you know what's funny, Chaz? That is one of the more believed theories. And
Ah.
if you're a lover of the cryptozoological, and it's kind of cool. I don't believe that. I have a theory of myself. It's one of the running theories that I honestly believe is what happened. But the Yeti theory, I'll go through some of the theories so you guys.
I
can
mean,
kinda
what
choose
else
which
is
one you
going to
believe
cause
in.
that much chest trauma than a punch from a Yeti?
That's actually the biggest reason people think a Yeti, because mind you, these people are very cold.
Yes.
They
They're
are
in Siberia.
very weak from the elements. The tree that the person with his complete caved in chest, the fall wouldn't have nearly come to that level of
Not even
force.
close.
Shaved chest?
His
Could they
I
have
meant
had
caved.
anything to cause that damage? Like anything at all?
Nothing in the party could have caused that damage. So that damage was we have no idea, but that's one of the theories. The reason they were clawing out of the tent was because something was trying to get into the tent. So they rip out of the tent and all in a blind panic, not having enough time to get on their clothes and stuff, and wearing other people's clothes. They just sprint off and then one by one either die from elements or from the Sam Squanch.
Sam Squanch.
Now,
Yeah, because it couldn't be a bear because a bear claws. It doesn't use blunt trauma.
yeah, no. Not only that, you'd be able to tell. Like,
yeah.
there were no like claw marks. There was no sign of someone getting eaten. Another theory is what's called a slab avalanche, which is harder to detect, and that would be another reason to explain why they clawed out of the tent. Because, oh no, not the snow!
Oh, the snow coming! Oh no, they coming!
And then
They wouldn't explain their injury style.
the only explanation would be that one of them got hit and did, because an avalanche could absolutely do that much damage, but it doesn't explain how he got so far. If your chest is that crushed, you're dying then and there.
Yeah.
Another theory is Soviet fuckery. At this time, the Soviets were up to a lot of secret stuff. And there's a potential theory that they stumbled onto something that they shouldn't have stumbled onto. And then
Soviets be able to do enough damage with their guns?
Would they kind of fought World War II, John?
not only that, Jonathan, like
It's a fucking
the theory
gun.
with this.
You would know
The
if they
theory
got
with
shot.
This one is there was no bullets. The
Yeah,
theory
exactly.
with this is they were captured, killed, and then laid out, sprawled around to make it look like an accident.
So they would grab a hammer and torture them to death by just beating them in.
Basically, yes. That gives credit to the soft tissue damage, the chest that is kind of powdery.
Powder
and-
chest.
Now, what, Jonathan?
Did they hire the Red Guardian to go after them?
God only knows. Well, the main theory is that they stumbled onto a secret base and then got captured, tortured, and then they died. Not know how.
Oopsie.
Yeah, the Soviets covered it a lot. The investigation
Yeah,
was
but
that
it was very hard to figure what happened because the investigation was so sloppy. Now, the theory I'm running with is that our favorite human killer, radiation, was behind it. Upon
much damage to a chest.
radiation literally deletes your chromosomes, man.
On radiation, basically, think of the worst
Radiation
thing that
is
can happen to you.
literally the worst thing that can happen to a human being.
Yeah, John, think of the worst thing that could happen to you ever and how you die from it, and multiply it with radiation, and you die.
No, seriously, die.
So,
But
upon the
radiation
initial
damage
investigation,
wouldn't do that specific thing, though, wouldn't it?
well, it can say. Well, here I'll go through it and then tell you. So the theory is because upon getting to the camp, this is where the alien theory gets its credit.
Oh God!
There was a there was a stupidly dangerous amount of radiation on the Geiger counters, or they'll use dosimeters. they were getting a lot of trace radiation that was very concerning. So the theory is they either were around, again, something Soviet testy that was emitting a lot of radiation around them, or they had something and that's why they were doing the trek because they're trying to get it somewhere. But the theory is through just being battered with radiation the whole trip, they basically, because radiation makes you feel like if it's bad enough, if you get to the point where the thing is with radiation, you can get exposed and be fine and just, I mean, fine. You just have an increased chance of getting cancer down the road. But then there's getting acute radiation poisoning, which you'll survive likely, but it's gonna feel like hell, and you're basically guaranteed death by cancer. And then there's going to the point of no return, where folks, if you're a little squeamish, I would recommend not listening to this part. But it gets to the point where like your veins are splitting open, your organs are literally shutting down, you're rotting from the inside out, and you're alive to feel it. Your body runs out of white blood cells, so you can't fight off infection. Your fucking chromosomes are so damaged that your body isn't making new cells anymore. So you are literally rotting as you're alive. But with that, it can cause delusion, which is the theory on why they ran out, and then got picked off by hypothermia. The soft tissue damage can be explained by radiation damaging the soft tissue. And the only thing I personally have for the chest is that the person, my theory is that it would, if they had a device that they were trying to get somewhere, that was the person carrying it, and it literally just, because what radiation does, especially if it's radium, can basically melt holes in bone. There's a condition called radium jaw that
we have seen.
That basically you
see that.
Yeah, your jaw would. Oh yeah, I showed you all.
Yeah, radium jaw.
Yeah.
So basically, my theory is that it was only a small fall, but because he's absorbed so much radiation, his rib cage was basically powder.
Yeah, it's basically what happened to Homelander when he fought against Zombie Man.
Yeah, basically. So what y'all think of Dyatlov Pass?
It was a Yeti.
It seems like a fun place for a vacation.
Yeah. What do you think happened? We know they died, but how do you think they died?
Your theory makes the most sense. I initially wanted to believe that it was a Soviet cover-up, but I have a feeling they're only covering up the fact that there was a military base.
You cannot tell me that it couldn't have been a Soviet Siberian Yeti.
Well, I mean...
That makes a lot of sense to me. Can't say no.
If you want to know my theory of what may have happened, I believe that they saw the trailer for Cats, and that's what caused the reaction.
Oh, we figured it out.
We figured it out, brothers.
Dylan, what do you think?
I think it was the flying spaghetti monster.
Brother, at least mine was filled with taste.
Dylan, you can't say the truth like that on this podcast.
The Soviets will come back.
The truth. The world must know. Damn it. Yeah,
you're gonna know.
I think it was a combination of radiation and frostbite, possibly.
That's what I think, Chaz.
Unless the Yeti came out and whipped that dude in the chest with his massive
Soviet
dick.
Siberian Yeti.
Now,
okay, I believe your theory most, but I would like to believe the Yeti.
That's what I mean. I'd like to believe it's a Siberian Yeti. Now, I'm just gonna confirm when it's my turn for the podcast, it's gonna be cryptids and whatnot.
Ooh.
So not the next one, but the next podcast we're doing on cryptids. So as a little teaser for that, boys, do you believe in the supernatural, Jonathan?
Can.
Okay, Dylan.
I am willing to
I'm
listen.
very, very open to the idea. Very open, but as of right now,
Chaz?
not really. No.
Nope.
No believe.
No, sir.
I am definitely open to the idea.
I don't believe until proven otherwise, but that doesn't stop my absolute love for the supernatural and cryptids.
Yes, I love mythology and folklore creatures. I love them.
I mean, Dylan, you could also choose that idea for next podcast.
Yeah, something about mythology or some shit. That was my thought.
Okay, that's all I got for Dyatlov Pass. Pass it
Alright.
on to Dylan. Let's hear
So the
some
reason
spooky
why I was
shit.
doing this for most of the time was because I was actually doing research on.
I think we all are.
But
Yeah, I was
here's
gonna
the
say.
thing.
I think we're
Not-
all doing
not-
our own bits of research when we're not telling.
I know for a fact you're gonna know this. Jonathan and Chaz don't know. Elisa Lamb. She was a
Yes.
I don't
She
know.
was a
I don't know who
Canadian
that
woman.
is.
She was- She was a Canadian woman who went vacationing in it was Los Angeles, I believe, and she mysteriously was found dead in one of the hotel's tanks. Now, mind you, this isn't a tank that you can just any normal person can access. First,
Yeah,
to access the stairs, you need a code.
Wasn't it the hotel's fucking water supply tanks?
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
found.
yeah.
She was found dead in a water supply tank, and she was there for long enough that her body was bloated.
It was
And
bloated and black. Like
Yeah,
people
the water-
were tasting it.
yeah, when
Yeah,
people,
people
that's why they
tasted it.
that's why when they that's why they looked in the first place, and that's where they found her body.
Yeah.
And
What the frick
basically
happened?
nobody knows how she got there, because in order to get there, to access the stairs you need a code, to access the door to the roof you need a certain key, and even if she somehow managed to bypass all that with the fire escape, which was a theory, to open one of those massive fucking
Yeah.
containers and even get up there,
You
they
need equipment. You need equipment, don't you?
yeah, like to get up there, workers needed a ladder. There's no way she.
And she
On her
was
own could have done
relatively
that.
small too, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was not.
Yeah, there was no way she could have. Yeah, there was. Yeah, no way she could have generated the power.
Have you ever seen, Chance? Have you ever seen a video of a woman acting strangely in an elevator? That is Elisa Lamb. Basically,
It's-
Sorry.
Yeah, wow, Chaz, you've never seen it. Dylan, explain to the little man.
so the LAPD released footage of Elisa Lamb in the elevator acting very erratic. She's pressing all the buttons. It looks like she's trying to get away from somebody, but that's never confirmed. What we do know, however, is she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. We know that, and we knew she was on a bunch of prescription medication.
She was trying to run away from her pretend friends.
Oh.
She also had prescription medication and non-prescription medication, and basically we don't know how she got up to the roof. We don't know how she got into the container, and she was like, we don't know what happened. There's no theories, or like there are theories, but
There's
not that-
theories, but there's no like.
There's
There's
no
no
concrete proof.
fine point. Like, yeah, this seems like,
Like-
this happened.
she never attempted to kill herself ever. No suicide attempts. Like she was a relatively like ordinary individual.
Stable. She was stable.
Mm-hmm. And then she just wound up dead. So some people are saying murder, some are saying suicide. To be honest,
I
I'm not
say-
sure. It's
I
maybe
say foul
murder?
play.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
was gonna
like-
say.
It has
I've
to be.
always thought foul play.
maybe not. No, wait. Oh yeah, it's hard because she couldn't have got up there without a key, or like which only the janitors and the workers
And
have access
I was gonna
to.
say, I don't even think any of the required things to get there were found on her body or in the tank.
All they found on her was like just her key card. Oh, by the way, she was also naked in the water. Like her clothes were found
Yeah.
right next to her. Like she was completely naked. So
Oh.
yeah, that also begs the question: it could have been sexual assault, but again, that hasn't been proven.
That's what I
No.
suggest. I've always suspected foul play. That
Gotta
that
be
just-
because
that
there's
just
no
makes
way.
more sense.
someone just targeted her out of for no reason, and then just. The only theory I've ever had was that some part of the staff
Yeah,
just
they-
decided one day that today's the day I'm gonna kill someone, and unfortunately for her, she was
oof.
the victim.
I hate
It's
my
like,
job
oh, yeah,
so
the
much I have
outside
to
of
kill
her. I'm
somebody.
gonna kill someone today.
Because like if it's someone who maybe is deeply unstable and had just decided that day, because a lot of like one-off murders is people who just aren't right in the head just decide one day I'm gonna kill someone. It could also suggest why she didn't have any clothes, because once they realized what they did, they wanted to make it look like a suicide.
Yeah, but again, my best guess is hotel staff, because
Yeah,
How
that's
could
what I
she
mean.
climb
I
up
think,
there?
yeah,
There's
I
only two
agree.
ways up there.
Yeah.
The stairs and the door, or the fire escape. And I don't
were
think
the hotel staff were they interrogated at all?
Oh
I
God,
would
yeah,
imagine. Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. I was gonna say, I can't imagine they won't.
Did
It
you
was a
murder
huge
that woman?
investigation.
No.
Well, there's not even any suspects. That's the thing. So they
Yeah.
were pretty fucking convincing.
No fingerprints, nothing. Just her clothes found right next to her.
Jesus.
And apparently, when they found her, the lid on the container that she was in was already open.
Yeah.
So
Wait, no. I know what happened. It was the Siberian Yeti.
I knew it. I knew
Not-
it.
yes.
Who
All
else
right,
would
I
have
know
the
what you're gonna
strength?
say.
No,
Jonathan,
that
what are your thoughts?
who else would have had the strength to open the lid?
Bigfoot.
Sam Squanch. Yeah, Sam Squanch.
Sam
So
Squanch.
before I talk about my theory, here's some stuff that you need to know. The hotel that she was staying at actually has a history with crimes.
Oh.
Hotel Cecil. It housed Ted Bundy. So,
Yep.
people thought it was Ted Bundy's spirit that killed her.
Yeah, because people are
Obviously.
dumbasses.
But no. Here's my theory.
It was clearly that one.
I
Yeah.
think it would. Personally, I do believe it is suicide because when the hotel staff were interrogated, they were the ones that said that it was all padlocked, all motion censored. They were the ones that told the police, and because they had alibis, the police believed them. So it's basically a case of we work here, we should know, toodaloo.
Yeah.
Toodaloo.
It could easily be like, and again, even if she somehow managed to get up there, there's no way that she could have opened that lid herself. To get up to those containers, you need a ladder.
That's actually not true. There are many cases of people getting into water tanks. In fact, I'll even list.
There's a history.
I'll link you a video. I'll link you a video that Nick Cloudley.
dedicated to it.
These aren't exactly easy to open, and I really don't think a woman like her, with how short she is, and like, there's no way she could have done it. There's no way.
Guys, it was just the Siberian Yeti.
Yeah, but
Yes.
there is the kid that many people have done it before, and what if the lid was already open?
I know
Again,
exactly what my next one's gonna be.
Again,
God.
it's
Not
basically.
just in focus mode.
Again, it was basically just the hotel staff telling the police that there were this stuff in play, and basically they just believed them. So I don't think it was the hotel staff murdering her. I just think that they basically just told the police, we have this stuff. That way they wouldn't face any charges for not having this stuff to begin with. And she does have a history with bipolar. So
Yeah.
she could have believed that she was being attacked by someone. because
Agreed.
She has a history of not taking her medications.
Yes.
Well, that's not mo.
Well, that's no good now, is it?
So basically, my guess is that the hotel staff had to save their asses, so they just said that they had motion security, and that it would be quote unquote impossible to get up, just so they don't have to face any liability.
Hey, that much is possible too.
I mean,
No.
think about it. If it were the staff that did it, then they'd be a lot more suspicious of them. Especially with the history that the hotel
Sorry,
has,
Chaz.
police would have been more interested in the staff if that were the case.
Yeah, no, I could see each.
Fair
I mean,
enough.
we'll never know. Yeah, no, we'll never know.
Yeah, considering the police wiped their asses with it, and after her death, there was a case of tuberculosis, and the test they used to determine tuberculosis in the area was the Lama-Lisa test. Brother.
The what? What's that? Please explain.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Oh no.
What's the Lama Lisa?
John.
The Lama-Lisa test.
What does that mean?
It's a test to determine if you have tuberculosis. Don't know what it is. Sounds creepy. if you're done, Dylan, I want to talk about a case that will make you all cry.
Well, we haven't.
What's that?
Baz, what are your genuine thoughts on the thing?
Oh, yeah, Chaz.
Genuine thoughts. I'm willing to bet murder. I'm a little more on that side. Just a
Yeah.
little bit. A little. Yeah. Oh God, I don't know. Maybe bipolar.
Yeah, but she never had any history of trying to kill herself.
Yeah, but bipolar is something fierce.
Well, you don't have to have a
True.
history to kill yourself before you kill yourself.
Okay, fair
You
enough.
can, only, you can really only kill yourself once.
Yeah.
No, really? Wait, you mean there's no respawn option?
Nah, man.
Damn.
Man, we've already been canceled. We're streaming on Tallywacker 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
So is it my turn now?
I know
No.
it's my turn.
Jonathan's.
Oh, I'm dumb.
But we love it. I'm embedded.
I just said it.
I'm a man.
I came at my mom.
That's very gay.
You mother. Smells like.
I'm gonna grab water really fast.
Huh? Oh, okay, I'll be back then too.
I ran out.
Taking a small break. Look, I'll just do. Well, Dylan, why'd you do that?
What do you mean?
You gonna fuck up the recording
How? Oh, shit.
by tuning your webcam off. I'll be back.
See it.
Oh God, I heard a piece.
Well then.
I'm seriously the only one. I'm the last whacker of the West.
Oh, God. My picture's just on the Tallywacker podcast right now. My profile picture.
Oh
God.
wait, why am I not seeing your face? What
Because
happened?
I turned it off and turned it back on. Let's try that again.
Oh God.
There we go. Alright, I shall return.
No, John, I'll be honest. I thought y'all were gonna have to completely carry me because I had nothing on my mind and I did no research. But no, I actually am excited for mine.
I sent a link to water tank deaths, just to show you that a lot of this shit does happen.
Why does it happen so much?
Oh, the father.
Is that Justin talking about him being a father?
No, Jonathan. I said you are the father.
What's beautiful, John, whenever you do stuff like that, we don't hear you at
hear
all.
nothing.
So
Yeah, you
we just
might
see a
hear
Jonathan like roiding out.
I think that's my least favorite thing about Discord. It's built-in noise suppression system. Let me squelch to my friends.
It might depend on your mic. It might be that.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
Nope.
really?
I have a professional Blue Yeti mic that does the same thing.
Well, actually, hold on. Is it? I know there is
It's something you can disable.
noise
I know that much.
noise suppression powered by Crisp.
What I literally just said is something you can disable.
Well,
Did
yeah.
tell me you can just- I'm
But
gonna
I'm
take your
saying
time.
where it
I only
is.
got $20 in
Not-
a doogie. I'm coming, eating someone's bum. Jonathan's little crusties.
I know your virginity's intact. I'm gonna change that. You talking mysteries. I'm gonna give you a hysterectomy. Your
Oh.
butthole is mine. I'm gonna do the sodomize.
Butthole opener. Oh, Justin. I'm actually.
Please tell me you know about butthole opener.
You can
Butthole
call. You can call me the brown pie, cause I'm gonna eat your brown chocolate.
Oh.
opener.
Your shit.
Now, Justin, I was fully prepared to just allow all three of you to carry the hell out of me today, but I actually have another one that's really good.
Well, the podcast isn't over, buddy.
Exactly, because I'm actually excited for that one.
Dog ears are extremely expressive. There are more than a dozen. Separate muscles that control. Why is this on my?
What's up?
Dog ears are extremely expressive. There are more than a dozen separate muscles that control a dog's ears movement. You want to know what this is on?
What?
My cannabis pre-rolls.
What?
No, I'm telling you, you got a dog.
Aha.
Nice little dog. Oh, it's about Snoop Dogg.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, Jonathan, tell us a little bit of sticky
Take
stuff.
it away.
This is the case of Timothy Pitson.
The what?
Timothy Pitson was a 6-year-old kid who was with his stepmother.
Yeah, I know this one.
Let me look up her name because Timothy. He was the son of Amy Pitson.
Yep, I know this one.
Whom wasn't doing well at the time. She was going through a tough patch with her husband. She tried to kill herself when she was younger. Basically, she wasn't doing the best. So when divorce number 4 was coming up, he feared that he would lose Timothy.
Oh.
Divorce for Electric Borga.
Electric Borga.
So basically, when the 4th divorce was going to happen, he feared he would lose Timothy. So he claimed that there was a family emergency and took her away from school.
Yeah.
He took
I think this is the one I'm thinking about.
He took Timothy away from school and basically told no one about it, taking him to all this fun stuff like an amusement park and less awesome stuff like a water park, where he would get covered in piss, blood, and shit all the time. I'm not trying to insult this kid, but holy shit, do I not like water parks.
Piss, blood, and shit!
Yeah!
So
I love me some piss shit.
So at the end of the whole amusement park saga, Amy was seen on several security cameras without Timothy. A few days later, hotel staff found her body. She had killed herself, and Timothy was nowhere to be found. There was a note next to her saying that Timothy was safe and that he was with people that he loved and cared for, but that he would never be found again. So that was in 2006, and since then, in 2019, there was a huge discovery. Timothy returned. He came back.
I didn't know this.
He came back to his father and said that he was held captive for several years. Turns out that wasn't Timothy. It was a 25-year-old pretending to be him.
Oh, of course.
What?
That was the biggest catfish ever.
What a fucking cunt.
Daddy,
for the clown.
come back.
So
I'm Timothy.
So since then, there was no information about the case. So that's the story.
Well,
That's
and he gets-
unfortunate. Yeah,
I'm willing to bet that. What was it? Who's with Timothy last? The dad or the mom?
The mother.
The mother.
was one that-
I think
mother who killed herself.
I'm willing to bet that the mother killed her. Killed Tiffany and her. That's just
Tiffany?
simple. Yeah.
Tiffany? Timothy!
Timothy, whatever.
Timothy goes to school, or in this case, heaven.
I don't think Timothy's dead. Well, I don't think Timothy. I think Timothy's dead. I just don't think Timothy died with his mom. His mom was very, very clearly unstable. My guess is she gave Timothy to people who wanted Timothy for all of the wrong reasons, thinking that Timothy wants to go with these people. I'm gonna do something horrible anyway, so I'll give Timothy to these people. And then, so my theory is that Timothy, unfortunately, was probably part of some trade and or horrible people association.
Horrible people. It's just I like the YouTube voice.
There was actually some cult activity, so it's believed he was given up to a cult. But
Big goal.
here's some other stuff. they did find a lot of blood in Amy's car that did belong to Timothy. But it's
Well,
believed
Timothy's
to be,
dead.
But it's believed to be one of his frequent nosebleeds that he had.
Oh, he just bled from the nose too. He's a xenomorph.
Now, guys, I'm not saying it was the Siberian.
It was
I'm
the
not saying it was
Siberian
the Sasquatch.
Oh my god.
But
So, Jonathan,
no
what
one
do you
said
think?
no.
What do you think happened?
Side of optimism. It's believed he is alive. Amy loved him so much. I don't think she would have killed him.
I don't think she killed him either.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
And as fun as it is to believe that he went into the hands of some pedophiles.
Why is that fun?
Fun as fun. Jonathan, you. Oh, we've been canceled so hard. Jonathan, you just said as fun as it is to believe that he went with the pedophile.
Mother, the quartering is having a bad effect on you.
Jonathan!
Oh.
You going to jail?
You're going to jail.
Okay. No, I did not try to be. I did not try to word it like that. I'm really tired. Okay, guys. Please. I'm not a pedophile.
Hold on. Everyone shut up.
Ugh.
Jonathan has made a severe and continuous lapse in his judgment. He does not fully expect to be forgiven. He is simply here to apologize. What he said on
that podcast.
Wait, is this from a Twitch apology or something?
No, this is the Logan Paul Suicide Forest apology.
Oh, no.
We do want to go on record to say Jonathan is not a pedophile.
Here at the Tallywackers of the West, we hate
We do
pedophiles.
not support. We hate pedophiles.
Why would you call
But
him so
John,
much?
man, that was so unfortunate how you said that.
That was the most wrong choice of words you could have possibly said.
Couldn't have fucked that up more.
Like I was saying, I don't think he was given up to some pedophiles or human trafficking. I do believe that Amy would have made an attempt to find good people for him. Again, she loved him. And there is the theory that maybe her husband was abusive, which might have been the reason why she would have done it. Again, it's not confirmed, and I don't want to throw shade at the guy who's trying to find his son.
Yeah.
But something tells me that even if Timothy did return, I don't think his father would try and beat his ass for siding with his mother. He's a bit older now.
What are you thinking, Dylan?
What? Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hey, yo.
That's judgment.
Well, Jonathan, first of all, please learn how to word better. Second of all,
Word gooder, dude. Word gooder.
so she ran off with the kid and
Killed herself. Kid is missing.
okay.
With a note saying the kid is fine.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't sound like she would want to hurt wee little Timmy, but that doesn't mean that Timmy is dead. Like, where was the body found? Like, where was her body found?
Hotel.
Hotel, okay.
Hotel, Chicago.
Hotel Trivago.
Hotel Trivago. That's in my freaking profile.
I know it is.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, no, she probably just gave little Timmy up to some less than savory individuals.
Again, not Timothy, little Timmy.
Hello.
I think it's simpler that she killed herself, and yeah, but you would find the body though, so I don't know what happened.
Here's another thing.
Unless she dumped it and fed it to the wolves.
Here's another thing. They found dirt on the truck.
Ooh, dirt on a truck.
The evidence! That's you!
Brother, you know what I mean.
No, we don't.
Dirt on a truck.
No, we don't.
It just so happens, though, weird correlation. She loved mudding and driving her little truck in the mud. Where could that truck mud come from? It was clearly Timmy.
The truck was being driven by the Sasquatch!
Oh, damn it, Chaz!
It's all gonna lead back to the Sasquatch.
You know what? When we talk about cryptids or whatever, we're talking about the fucking Sasquatch. That's like the first thing we're gonna.
Yes,
fucking talk about.
sir.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, we kind of have to. Okay,
Yeah.
so everyone has made their fears about what happened to Timothy, and I
Yep.
have made a few enemies.
Yeah, definitely. Next thing you know, Charlie's gonna make a
Okay,
video
yeah,
on us.
reload it.
Okay. As
I swear to
fun
God.
as it is to believe that he is with disgusting pedophiles such as the Quartering, Geeks and Gamers, no
Why is that fun?
Buddies!
That's
Stop
I'm
it.
being sarcastic. I'm being sarcastic.
You know what? Sarcastic with this subject.
My boy!
You're gonna be clipped out of context 12 years later.
This is where it all starts.
It's like a documentary of Meet the Tallywackers from some other YouTuber. This is where it all started, Jonathan. As fun as it is to believe that.
Fucking Sunny V2 is gonna do a video on us with some shit.
Or worse,
So,
Nick
like,
Crowley.
The controversial
Dude.
Tallywackers.
Jonathan, we're gonna get famous, and your mother's gonna watch this clip and be like,
What?
Fuck Jonathan, my boy.
oh, if we get popular enough, this is gonna be on Tallywackers without context, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
100% on Tallywackers without context.
That's his card.
Okay,
Moving on.
boys. I think we might all know about this, but this involves something that is near and dear to my heart: the sea.
Oh no.
It is.
Oh no.
It's the bloop.
The
The
The bloop. Ah, the bloop.
Now-
we can also. It's funny. We can also talk about this in the cryptids, depending on where this comes from. So let's
Yeah.
talk about the bloop. Jazz, tell us, unaware adults, what is that there gum blob?
Well, as
What's a blob, Chaz?
well, Justin knows probably more than everyone else. I'm fascinated by the ocean, but I hate the ocean. I hate
Is
just
it Chaz versus the kelp?
the ocean is very scary. It's very dark. There are things with less than admirable intentions down there. You don't know if
I
they're there.
love the ocean.
You don't know if they're there.
Oh wow.
I think you can tell by how far me and Jonathan went in that swimming video. Me and Jonathan are partial and do enjoy the ocean.
I think it's fascinating, but I hate it. Now,
Thanks, I hate it.
I think it was in the North Pole, was it?
Me what I
That the bloop happened?
North Pole and Antarctica.
One of them.
I don't quite remember where.
And
but
I
yeah.
don't know what picked this up, but there was a.
I forget what country it belonged to, but it was a ice ship with technology on it. It was doing the ice ship was trying to it was a science trip, but obviously they had to use an icebreaker because it's ice fields.
Yeah.
They were trying to get more document and just study on just icebergs and what goes on with the icebergs. They were just trying to listen out for the things sliding.
Now, what they found was something a bit bone chilling. So, as
Something that can make a wee person go,
oh, that was me. Now, you can find it online. Really, just search up the bloop.
yeah, just search up bloop sound and you'll find it.
Now,
Look, once I saw something gay.
Oh, it's me. What am I doing there?
what happens if you find a sex tape of yourself and you never actually did
and
it?
you never recorded it.
Oh, it's like, wait, I had sex? What? Now,
It's a skinwalker.
now that
It's a
ship.
skin fucker.
Oh.
Oh.
Thanos.
Now they got an audible bloop from the ocean.
Mhm.
It literally bloop,
Which, I was gonna say, if you just randomly come across without context on YouTube, it is very, very, very missable, and it's not fascinating whatsoever. If you don't know the context of what that horrifying eldritch monstrosity is.
Because it's gonna be bigger than an actual blue whale. Something so deep in the ocean that's to be produced by a fucking skyscraper.
Well, yeah, Chaz.
So
I think it was Jonathan's mother.
So yeah, what was down there? What was down there? It's likely it couldn't have been like from the land because there was no seismic activity. There's none of.
Yeah. None. Oh.
Okay.
I love that Jonathan is always shrouded in shadows until he turns on his phone to look at something. Yeah. Yeah, switch, I'm assuming you're doing it on your laptop. Switch to a different page. Switch like Google.
Okay. Pornhub.
Yeah. But yeah, that bloop, it's likely it had to have been something living, which given the context, it would have been very, 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 very
It's the Megalodon,
big.
boys. It is still alive.
So, Chaz, whose opinion would you like to ask for first? Call upon a Tallywacker. Call upon them.
Now, my theory is, now, guys.
Okay. Oh,
I'm not saying. Now, because we don't know a Yeti's true power, it's in the snow, so it's the same thing.
Oh my God! There it is.
It's in the cold, and a Yeti's like that. So maybe it was just a Yeti screaming because it hit its toe on like a.
It was a Yeti taking it, Boab.
It was a Yeti taking a dookie in the ocean.
Oh no.
Water Yeti.
Water Yeti. What do you do when you die?
Die.
Yeah.
You die. Well, you best hope that they're snowivores.
Now, Justin, what's your opinions on the bloop?
Well, here's the thing. Like old Chaz said, there was no seismic activity. The only natural explanation they were able to give was that it was the tectonic plates sliding against each other and it just picked it up. So technically not a seismic level activity, but something that was picked up. But even then, meteorologists and whatnot, there was no activity. My guess is it is an eldritch horror that stubbed its toe.
That stubbed its toe.
I honestly don't know what the bloop could be, but the location that they were in, they had estimated that it was a few hundred miles away, the actual source of the noise to where they were, and to generate that much power for them to have picked it up so clearly. The actual scale of what would have been, if it's an organism, it is living, the actual scale of that motherfucker will be comparable to Chaz. If Chaz was a blue whale and I was what's making that sound, that would be the scale to scale, scary, horrifying difference between a blue whale, the largest anything.
Yeah.
It would have had to have been a Leviathan level organism to have generated that much power, sound, and to carry over through what?
Imagine being at that thing at its source. How loud.
You would go deaf. You would go deaf. You wouldn't hear it for too long. You would go deaf.
Like, what if there was a submarine at that time? Everyone's deaf.
Could you imagine you even 50 miles away in your fucking submarine, fucking hundreds of nautical miles.
All you're doing is
the
singing,
sea.
"Yeah, my yellow submarine." Bloop.
Bloop. Dead.
Guys, they're not playing around no more.
Guys, these motherfuckers, I smell motherfuckers and the motherfuckers smell me.
And they smell me when you got a toodaloo.
Battle hard, massive beard. Hey, we've got a toodaloo.
We've got a toodaloo, mates. Oh.
Stay tuned, mate.
My theory on what it is, it's some sticky ice.
So
I mean,
what?
yeah, that was the other one. That was the other one, yeah.
What? What'd he say?
It's some stinking ice.
Oh.
But that's not cool. That's not eventful.
No, it is cool. It's ice.
I was gonna say it's actually just a really neat event. But that was the other one, yeah. That it was ice that they heard.
I personally believe it was just Cthulhu jerking off.
I find that thought horrifying. That's
so
terrifying.
are we all happy with what we have come up with so far?
Absolutely. I do believe that it was some fucking ice.
Alrighty, I guess it's my turn. Unless Chaz, you have any closing thoughts?
You look like fused.
Oi, mate!
Nah.
Pop the lock and eat some cock, and you're my fusey.
What?
Toss
Anyway.
in me mother. Fuck. Motherload. I got me a little knuckle cluster here. Oi, Loba, bend over. I can show you what this cluster does.
Oh. All right, Justin. I believe it's your turn.
Okay, this is actually a very YouTube-heavy mystery. I had come across it, and I'm curious to see if you guys are aware of it. I watch a lot of survival videos and whatnot on YouTube, so just people adventuring and whatnot. And I come past this by accident, and it was actually kind of neat because I kind of, instead of like watching the videos of like, oh, explaining the whatever, I kind of got to experience it as if I was like my own internet sleuth trying to figure stuff out. Of course, later on, I had watched some of the videos. But is anyone here familiar with the M-shaped cave?
Yes, you're
Yeah.
talking about
No.
Kenny Veach. Yeah, Kenny Veach.
Nope.
I was about to talk about him. Nice work.
Hey, Jonathan!
Yeah,
Okay,
let's-
so Kenny Veach was a YouTuber who focused a lot on like bushcraft stuff. He'd go adventuring, and just a lot of just. It was literally what you would expect from a random guy to go on YouTube and do whatever the hell he wants. But he had made a video on YouTube that was called the M-shaped cave, and in the video he was talking about how he was in, I think it was Nevada. And he was in desert in Nevada, and he was just out. He was following one of the trails, and he'd gone off a little bit, and it just did his own big adventure. And he found a cave, and the entrance looked like an M. And he was talking how what?
Mermaid man.
Dylan, you good?
Talking about mother.
Oh, anyways, he had.
Sauce.
Gonna go or are you gonna stay?
We'll wait for Dylan to figure out whatever was happening here.
Are you, is there something you gotta
Jonathan,
say?
I'm happy that you know about this too.
I know a lot about
Up
this
to
stuff.
tie.
Yeah.
I'm really lovely.
Okay. Wait, what?
Anyways, so he had said that even just looking at the cave, he just had this insane amount of dread. And the closer he had gotten to the cave, he had described it that his body was vibrating, as if as if he became a vibrator. Well, that's not what he had said, obviously. But he had made the decision. Then and there. This wasn't part of the video. He was just explaining it. And he had made the decision then and there. I probably shouldn't go into that cave. I don't have a gun. I don't have much.
I don't have
I'm
a gun.
That's vibrations.
So yeah, he had gone home and then made this video where the intention was to go and find the cave. He had his gun and everything. And that was the last video he ever published on YouTube.
Oh.
It was then found later on that Kenny Veach was officially under the missing persons list in his area, which would have been Nevada. And after, I think it was a few months of the video being up, was it his wife, Jonathan?
Yes.
His wife went on the channel to tell everyone that Kenny Veach was officially missing, and the main thoughts is that he was dead. because he does you can follow his exact steps in his video. I've seen the video countless times. You can watch where he goes, what he does as he's looking for this M-shaped cave. And he had even there's videos of people recreating the path he had taken. His body was never found. His phone, however, was found at the entrance to a mine shaft. But upon scoping that mine shaft, there was no sign of him. They scoped the entire thing. His phone was just there. Other than that, there was no evidence of where he could be. No sign of where his body could be. And even in the video, it's kind of made this almost like a legend, because in the video, like going through the comments, there's a moment where he's walking down like a valley, and up there's another cave you can see up in the wall, and there's very clearly something watching him.
Oh,
Probably an animal, but there's very clearly something
Guys.
at the entrance of one of the caves. It's Sasquatch. It's the Yeti.
It's a cave, bro. Where else would it be?
Yeah, in the desert.
I hate you, Chess.
It's a cave, though.
Now, no one up until this day, his body was never recovered. There's no actual evidence of what had happened. There are two main theories. One, that Kenny Veach that day decided he was going to take his own life. Left his phone because apparently, according to his wife, he did have some issues, and apparently, because he had made inventions, he would invent stuff. He was trying to sell all of his inventions and stuff that wouldn't succeed, and apparently, Kenny Veach had actually told her that if he was ever to kill himself, he would go out into the desert so no one could find him. Which I mean,
it's not a desert, but.
But yes, it is. It's a desert.
Oh, here
Yeah,
I am
it's a
thinking
big-ass
here I am thinking it's a cave in a forest.
No, it's a big ass
No.
desert. It's a big fuck off desert. It's actually, I think, the same desert with Area 51.
It was there in 51.
Now, the other theory is that, unfortunately, he was killed by some military endeavors and covered up, because there actually is, and I done this discovery. I don't know if it's a popular theory or not, but there is a weapon that the military uses. I forget what it's exactly called, but it's used a lot right now on boats for anti-piracy. And what it is, it's basically a massive human microwave.
Oh.
The panels that shoot microwave radiation, it is completely non-harmful, but it feels like you are cooking. And one of the biggest things is that it vibrates your entire body.
Oh.
So the theory is, the theory to that one is that he had found the M-shaped cave, gone in, saw something he really shouldn't have seen, and they had no other option other than to get rid of the evidence. And then the cover. I personally think he killed himself, though. I think that's a lot more credible. It makes, as sad as it is, it makes sense.
There is another thing that may have happened. He didn't bring too much gear with him. He didn't bring water. And
he was only planning for the day. He didn't want to stay out. It was supposed to be a then and back. He had very basic stuff on him.
So the environment could have killed him.
Yeah, there was also the possibility. Yeah.
Either way, with all those options, I have a feeling we're not seeing Kenny ever again.
I was gonna say, I don't think we'll ever see him again. I don't think Kenny's ever gonna pop up. Dylan?
Funny thing that there was actually a period where I, for whatever reason, I went through a phase where I would just watch a lot of caving videos.
I still watch a lot of caving videos. I fucking love that shit.
Now, something interesting about caves is that what I didn't know is that it's almost impossible to get lost in a cave.
Yeah, you just have to turn around.
You have to turn around.
It's just really easy to die in them.
Actually, apparently that doesn't even happen very much.
No, it happens.
Asked you to die, especially underwater caving. We got one of the salt lads in the chat. Yo, what up, Glitter?
Yo, what up?
Now, caving is not normally. It is actually not normally very dangerous as long as you like aren't stupid. You bring...
It's not dangerous if you don't go with stupid weather. If you go stupid weather, then you get flooded and then go swimming in the 2 centimeter wide cave and die.
Do you want to turn?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
So I got 3 that I want to talk about. What I'm going to talk about right now is...
No, what do you think happened to Kenny Veach, you dumbass?
Oh, that.
I think it's Chaz. Is it not Chaz's turn after this? No, it's Dylan's. No, it's
Yeah.
Dylan's.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely dead. He probably killed himself.
Yeah, I think Kenny Veach took his own life. I think that's the most likely. Although, Dylan, again, this is also going to come into a funny little train here eventually when we do the cryptids. Another really big one is a skinwalker got him. Funnily enough.
How likely?
Well, I mean, you never know these days, man. You never know. The Native Americans, they were onto something. They might have been onto something.
I'm telling you guys,
Anyways,
there's a Sasquatch. There's a cave and everything.
Well, fuck you and your mother.
Nah.
Dylan, go.
Hey,
Oh, Dylan.
now, Justin, I know for a fact you know about this, but have any of you, aside from Justin, heard of the Collar Bob bank robbery?
Wait.
No.
Did you tell me about it?
Oh.
What?
There's a
Dude.
movie based off of that, Dylan.
I don't
didn't-
freaking remember. Dylan, I swear to God, you might have told me about this.
There was a pizza delivery man by the name of Brian Wells.
60
who
minutes
robbed the
or
bank.
less.
Nope, I know the one you're talking about now. Now I know.
Yeah.
Basically, he was delivering a pizza, and then a group of people strapped a collar bomb around his chest and was told that the bomb would blow up in 15 minutes if he didn't rob a bank and get the required amount. So he robbed the bank after going on a scavenger hunt because, yeah, they made him do that. And
Yeah.
he
People.
basically he fucking went on the scavenger hunt, robbed the bank with a shotgun, and the required amount I think was about 15 grand or so, but unfortunately
It's a
nobody had
strangely
access
low
to the
number.
safe. Nobody had access to the safe.
Oh, that
And-
sucks. That's like the worst
was
luck in the
only able-
world.
He was only able to acquire around 8 grand, and finally the police were called, and he was just sitting outside of the bank in handcuffs, and then all of a sudden, boom! Collar
Yeah.
blows up, and he dies.
Since it was online, it's a.
They caught the people who actually put the bomb around his neck. Now, now the true mystery and why it's quote unquote unsolved is whether or not Wells himself was a willing
Was in on
participant
it, yeah.
in the robbery.
I'm
Because-
willing to say no. You don't just. Yeah, I like this bomb on my neck.
No, it's actually quite. I was gonna say Dylan will get into it, but
Yeah.
it is.
He was told if he was involved, he could have been told that the collar bomb itself was fake, which means he would be perfectly fine with having it around his neck. Then when he realized it was real, like, well, shit. I guess I literally got no choice.
The idea being that if he was in on it and did the bank robbing, they would have an easy way to get out because it's clearly someone did this to you. So if you get caught, you have a way to not go to prison.
Yeah,
That it was set up by another random party, and that you just an unwilling participant.
but the reason that they did detonate the bomb, if Wells was involved, was to tie up loose ends.
Yeah.
And the whole
That
reason that this robbery happened in the first place was because a woman wanted to kill her father to get inheritance.
yeah.
So
I
she
forgot about that.
needed
Yes.
she needed a certain amount to pay a hitman
To pay
to
the
kill her
hitman,
father.
and that's how they thought they were gonna get it.
Turns out it didn't work, and everybody ratted on each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically Beavis
Oh,
and Butthead.
Now, guys,
I personally think
It
he was
might-
in on it.
I
Yeah, he
don't
had
think
the-
it was
right,
Sasquatch
right.
this time.
Guys,
Wow. For
I
one,
don't think it was Sasquatch. It seems a little above his pay grade.
I don't think Sasquatch is making explosives.
It was
Yeah, I
also
think
reported
he was in on it.
Wait, but
He
if
was
it was a
also reported-
Soviet one.
oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeti, Soviet Yeti.
He was reported leaving the house, I believe, the day before the robbery. So
How
it
strange.
is possible that he could have been in on. I think he is. I think he was in on it. It's just-
I personally think it could go either way because it makes sense. Oh,
Oh no, you good. You good. Keep going.
what happened?
Don't worry about it.
I was talking to my imaginary friend over there. It's weird. Hi, imaginary friend. Say hi. Yell it.
Fuck. What the
Good job.
hell?
Can we just pretend that we can hear her?
Here,
Yeah, just pretend.
Yeah.
Okay. Just pretend that we
You're
hear
talking
her.
to Sasquatch, right?
Yeah. Are you a Siberian Soviet Yeti? Dude, I got a Siberian Soviet Yeti.
Oh my God, we found it!
Were you behind Dyatlov Pass? Oh my God!
It was.
Were you the bloop sound from the ocean?
Oh my God! I'm a legend.
Wait, you
Are
call
you
your
behind-
girlfriend- You call your girlfriend bigger than a blue whale?
Yeah,
but
your
unsaltedly.
Alright, Chaz, what are your thoughts on the collar bomb bank robbery?
Whether or not he was in on it, I don't.
Yeah.
I gave you my thoughts.
It,
I'll be
it,
back.
it could be either way, honestly. I'm
No,
not sure.
look at that face.
Yeah,
I
I'll say
believe
it
he was in on it.
Yeah, I believe that it could be either or because no one is stupid enough to put a bomb on them, whether they're told it's fake or not. There's always hesitation. I don't care if it's fake or not. I'm not putting a fucking bomb on me. I don't care if Jesus Christ himself told me it was fake. I'm not doing it.
Jesus
Jesus-
ain't crucial friggin' around.
If Jesus Christ appeared before me, I'd be like, "Hey, yo, man, what's the deal? Why am I alive?"
What the hell are you doing here?
No, it's like, "Hey, yo, homie, where the fuck is Left 4 Dead 3? Where is it? Where's Left 4 Dead 3? Back 4 Blood doesn't count. That game sucks. It ain't a Left 4 Dead game." Ugh.
So, you believe that Justin believes that he was in on it. Dylan believes he's in on it. We're the only ones that are skeptical.
Yeah.
The reason why I believe that there might be a chance he isn't in on it is simply because no one is that bold in their friends. I'm not trusting you if you put a fake car bomb on me. I would kill you.
Yeah. Reminds me of that meme. J.K. Rowling trying to resist the urge to call her next Irish character Potato Famine Car Bomb. Potato Famine Car Bomb.
Are we talking about J.K. Rowling?
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Experience the disappearance of reputation.
Yeah. Who's next? Who?
Johnny
And
Boy.
no, I'm next.
I said Johnny Boy.
Yeah, Johnny Boy. I would rather Johnny Boy than Chaz, cause he's little and he's got a tiny peen. And he'll never get laid and he'll die alone. It's gonna be the bony boy, Chaz. Oi, oi.
No, the Sasquatch is gonna get me.
So, I have a video to show you guys before we begin. Look at the video right now and just watch it quickly. Then I'll explain the origin behind it.
What's it called? Because if I click out, it's gonna fuck up the recording.
It's called Mr. 112 Dirtbag.
Do I know that? I might.
You might know this because this is a huge case, but the missing piece, but the person behind
Yeah, I know this. Yeah. Yeah, I know this.
Look for the 1 minute one. I don't want you to get spoiled.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I know what this is. I know what this is.
wait, what?
Hasn't
The hell am I
out.
looking at?
I wonder if they're gonna pick up on the thing.
What?
There's a specific
The-
1 minute.
The story's interesting.
Hold on. Let me
Is
watch.
Is it a 1 minute video?
What the
Yeah,
frick did I
it
just
should
watch?
be a 1 minute video with what looks like an old man who's gonna eat you going.
Yeah.
He's just laughing.
Yeah. Yep.
Strange.
This one's a good one. Yeah, this one was everywhere.
I don't know what the frick this is.
It's, Dylan's father.
We found him, boys!
I would rather have
That
a
one
mukbang
definitely wasn't a
than a
Sasquatch.
soup. I would rather a mukbang in my stew. It's chunky and lunky and got lots of lumpies and it's chunky with my mumpy poop. Poop, poop.
Oh, that was a weird video.
Oh,
Have
oh.
you watched it? Have you
Yeah,
guys
buddy.
watched it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Alrighty, here's the story behind it. Maura Murray, he was a grad student and who basically did all this cool stuff. He was in nursing, he was in the military, he had a great boyfriend, a loving family, everything was going well for her. Until she was expelled from military for stealing shit.
Oh.
And then she crashed her father's car in a snowstorm, which
Aw.
would put him in a huge hole. So yeah, turns out she had a bad streak about her. She also drank and smoked. Basically,
Like us.
I'll never do that.
Nah.
Never.
while driving.
Oh, well.
Okay, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either.
Essentially, she wasn't as good as she seemed. So after she absolutely totaled her father's car, it was in the middle of a snowstorm, some trucker came up and asked if she needed help. She said no, piss off. So the trucker decided, hey, I'm going to phone the police anyway. But when the police came, they couldn't find her. And
I see.
yeah, no one has found her since.
The
He
frick?
disappeared in 2004. So, where does that creepy video come from?
Yeah, that's what
Well-
I'm thinking.
Unfortunate story.
Well, here's the thing. The man has nothing to do with Maura Murray. Basically, the big clue that he may have been involved was 112 Dirtbag. You see, she disappeared on Route 1, and her father called whoever kidnapped her a dirtbag. So bada bing, bada boom. It was also a couple of years after she disappeared, so that's where the happy anniversary comes from.
Oh.
Okay.
So yeah, he has nothing to do with Maura Murray. He's just a creepy old guy who talks about disappearances like us. So we're going to become him in a few years.
Now, guys, it was in the snow. If there
Oh,
was,
for fuck's sake.
if it was to be anything, it
were
would
the
have been.
Yeti footprints? Were the Yeti footprints during the blizzard?
Oh, but the footprints would have been covered. The Yeti's smart, you see. Because of
That's why.
the storm,
That's why he hasn't been.
and it's in the
caught yet.
snow, so it was the Yeti.
Yetu, it's one of them Yetus.
One of them filthy Yetters.
So let's get this out of the way. The old guy wasn't responsible for.
Yeah, no.
But there is evidence that she may have been going to a field somewhere, like a resort. It's a bit hard to explain, but on her phone, which she left behind for some reason, there was this resort that she was going to. So that's where people believe that she most likely went, or maybe where her body went if someone were to have kidnapped her, which is the most plausible theory. There was a house close by, which when cadaver dogs went there, they smelt something. But when it was excavated a few years later, there was nothing in there. So essentially we got nothing but loose ends and no clues whatsoever. So,
Uh-huh.
Figure out what you have.
Well, my case is pretty simple.
I'm giving you nothing. I've given you nothing besides the body isn't there, or police have confirmed it isn't.
Yeti.
So I want you guys to come up with your own fan theory about what may have happened to her.
What do you think, Justin?
Yes.
Yes, Justin.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Justin. Thanks,
No
Justin.
problem, Justin. I got you, Justin.
I love you, Justin.
I love you too, Justin.
This is kind of hard and has a fine ass, so.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was talking about Justin, not Justin.
Yeah, fuck you, Justin.
Yeah, Justin.
How do you
Learn when to freaking speak.
Hey, listen here, little bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Justin, you want to square up? I ain't my thing.
Yeah, I do.
Alright, Justin, what do you think may have happened to Maura Murray?
Either A, I mean, she's kind of a rambunctious gal. She could have either A, just continued on, ditched the coast, and oh shit, my dad's gonna literally eat my fucking soul. I'm gonna go to Mexico.
And Mexico.
Either A, she disappeared on purpose, or B, foul play and disappeared.
Yeah, because there's literally nothing.
Yeah, that's literally, that was the only really two. Either A, she disappeared on purpose, or B, by not. Did anyone suggest that maybe? Okay, I have my theory.
Yeah.
That Mr. 112 dirtbag is actually her.
Oh.
Bro. Wait.
I
It's
mean,
clearly her.
no one's saying no.
Yeah, I'm not hearing nobody say no.
No, those disgusting ass teeth. They are way too real. Those don't look like props. They are disgusting. They look
I'm
like
not suggesting it was a prop. I'm suggesting a sex change. It's 2022, Jonathan.
Obviously.
a drastic sex change. And it doesn't
Feedback.
age you 1,000 years.
Magic's done wrongly. It can.
Fair enough.
Did I say wrongly?
Yeah.
Yep.
That ain't a word.
That's not a word.
Interviewed one
You-
and they
You're
were
dirty. You're dirty little pussy, Jonathan.
Oh, fuck you, man.
Jonathan, I'm gonna do things to your pussy. Yeah, I suggest.
I'm gonna close my window.
Yeah, I'm more on the side of foul. No, foul play.
There's really nothing. It
Yeah,
can
no,
be
there's-
one or the other.
It's either she's okay or she's not. Chaz's dirty hamburger. Did he fall?
Yes.
Oh,
I didn't. I
little
just sat down.
Little Bingo fell like the
So, we're gonna do one more go around. We're gonna go with Kaz, and then I'm gonna log off.
As in, we each get one more.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
plan.
Okay, that works for me. So Chaz, please, Chaz, look at me.
Give me the juice, man. Give me the juice. I need some juice, dude.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I'm drawing blanks.
I thought you were gonna say you drunk. I'd be like, oh my god, he's fucking cringe that he is.
Cringe.
Oh my god, he's fucking cringe that he is. He's a little bit of a cringer and a sphincter. You're a bit
Sphincter.
cringe and you're a bitch.
I'm just, you know what? Skip me for now,
Nope.
unless I got a
No,
better.
there's no skip mechanic. This game wasn't installed with one.
Seems so.
Suggestion that you might. Here's a disappearance you might know. Here's a suggestion for you. Dylan's father.
So, let me tell you about Dylan's father. It was one day.
Dylan, you just gonna take that shit?
Dylan
Well,
was at the
what
grocery
am I
store.
supposed to say?
One day he
What
was
am
at
I
the grocery store with his dad, and his dad say, "Stay here, son. I'll be right back." He was then. His dad was never found again. Last sightings were in Alberta, and Dylan has since then had to have his mom come in and pick him up because he was an obedient boy. The end. And that one is definitely not a Sasquatch.
You know, Chaz, I'm gonna kick your ass.
I mean,
Hope you know that. Oh, I'm gonna kick your ass.
but am I wrong?
Yes,
No,
very.
that checks out. I like that theory. It makes
Yeah,
sense.
Yes, you are very wrong.
No, you're not the witness.
That was.
I'm coming out with blanks.
You're just a cunt, Chaz.
What do you mean? That was yours. That works. You had the best one.
Like beanstalks.
What?
Okay, I like beanstalks. Yeah, that's my story. Go, Justin. Let's do this.
He's jerking off.
Oh, I am.
Guys,
I'm
definitely.
gonna hit you guys with one that none of you have ever heard of. I guarantee it. You ready? This one is so unknown, probably because I did it. But anyways,
Oh,
We solved it.
but this one is probably one of the least known true crime unsolved stories. Okay, I'm gonna take you back. Okay.
yep.
The year was 1888.
Oh.
There was. The year was 1888. We're in London now. We're staying a little frosty. Your best friend. Hold on, I'll find one of the names, okay? Mary Jane Kelly, your bestie. She does a funny thing at night with her vagina. Stop.
As he does.
Dead.
He's dead.
She's dead. Your best friend's dead. Then you see in the news.
Dead on the spot.
You see in the news. Jack the Slicer.
The slicer.
So yeah, Jack the Ripper. I'm surprised no one brought it up.
I was
pretty
waiting for
sure
someone
we're all
else to.
I'm surprised
was
we're all very
tempted.
familiar with Jack the Ripper. There is a canonical 5 people he had killed. It is
Canonical.
theorized. Well, yeah. Well, the ones that we can prove.
Okay, I just like your
Then
word choice,
the-
canonical.
That's actually what it's called.
Oh.
The victims are known as the canonical 5.
Oh.
He killed. It was Mary Ann Nicole, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, and then finally Mary Jane Kelly. Also, fun. I don't know if it's a fun fact. You can actually see a genuine picture of Mary Jane Kelly at the crime scene. It is.
Oh.
It's disturbing. Yeah.
Like.
the actual picture of her.
Oh.
There was there was a picture of her body when they found it, and it is wow. Would you like me to describe it for you fellas?
Yeah.
No, I'm
Hey,
gonna look it.
I'd
I'm
like to
gonna
see
look
it.
it up.
Now.
Okay, yeah, look, okay.
Yeah, we're looking.
Go
it
ahead
up.
then.
Oh God.
Official police photograph of the body of Mary Jane Kelly.
Oh, freaking monitor work.
It's
Okay, let's search this up.
I'm just waiting to see shocked looks.
Official police picture of
Mary Jane Kelly.
I see her on a bed.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, found her.
oh my god.
Now, I'm
freaking
just gonna
hell.
say, anyone who's watching this, I can't exactly recommend looking this photo up. It's something.
Why? What is she covered in?
Blood.
No,
What?
there's some stuff on her
I have to.
face.
I have to go. I have to.
Oh
That's
no,
her-
that is her face,
That is her
Jonathan. It is
face
just
in
cut,
face.
sliced, and destroyed.
Jesus, Jack.
Was it necessary for her to have that?
No.
I think it was unnecessary for Jack to kill her.
There's a very clear correlation. Unfortunately for her,
I
he
can't
had
find-
the longest time
I,
with her.
I can't find her face. If that is a face.
That is what's left
Yeah.
of her face.
Oh wait,
That
this is
is what's
colorized. Oh wait, what?
That's what's left of her.
Well, my search history is now tainted forever.
Is that her
Um,
skull?
That's what's left of her face.
No, that's her face, Chaz. That is flesh.
What the hell?
Oh, also on a table next to her are her entrails. All
Oh.
of them. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh yeah, that's right. Jesus Christ. Anyway.
So, yeah, we're all quite familiar with what what Mr. Jack is known for, Jonathan.
Ben got scarred. He should never play Mortal Kombat.
Fuck you.
I mean, you're the one who looked it up, little Johnny boy.
Yeah, it was your decision.
Yeah. I realize that.
I just merely mentioned it. And Jonathan's like, what? I had actually found that on Reddit 50/50. I'm like, oh.
Oh.
Interesting. Now the reason I bring this up is the story of Jack the Ripper is very well known. We all know, the From Hell letter. I feel like we all know the From.
From
Maybe not
Hell.
Chaz. Maybe not Chaz.
I might have heard about it. Explain.
It is a letter addressed from Saucy Jackie, aka Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
It was a letter titled From Hell that had information that only police or the killer would have known about one of the victims. So it is believed to be a genuine letter from Jack the Ripper while he was... It's the only nigh guaranteed piece of Jack the Ripper. Hey, wow, we got something from him. We did it.
we
can
win.
figure out who he is.
It's more of the theories I want to bring up here. Dylan and Jonathan, you guys, I'd imagine, know some of the theories, yes?
A few of them, yeah.
I only know a few, nothing too much.
So Dylan, instead of just going out by the theories, Dylan, what is your favorite Jack the Ripper theory?
Honestly, I don't know. But the two that popped in my head at first was he was either a nobleman or a royal, basically. And the
royal
other
theory,
one
yeah.
is Jill the Ripper, which would explain how she could bypass police easily because they weren't looking for a woman.
So the royal theory is, I forget what royal member, he was basically driven mad from chlamydia because he had had sex with a prostitute, and basically to cover everything up, he went on that rampage to cover his tracks. Now, Jill the Ripper I find particularly interesting.
Yeah, me too.
Because the thing is with Jack the Ripper, Jill the Ripper, at that time you didn't have like easily accessible textbooks and shit, nor did you have the internet. So the atomical knowledge you would need to do the cuts that Jack did, you would have need to have been in a field that allows you with cadavers or something that like a surgeon, because there were very believe it or not, we saw one of the pictures, but they were very, very precise cuts that he would make. He was very good at dissecting. He was good at what he did. So the theory with Jill the Ripper is everyone was looking for a guy, so Jill the Ripper theory suggests that Jack actually was female, because Jack never gave himself that name.
Yeah, no.
The only canonical name Jack gave himself was Saucy Jackie.
Oh, that's his. That
yeah.
really.
That sounds like a woman.
In one of his other letters, he had actually said, "I hear they call me Jack the Ripper. The name will suit for now," or something like that. He had just adopted the name because the media had come up with it.
Ah.
But the theory suggests that because it was instead a female, people were easily looking over her because they're looking for a male. The theory is that it was a female housewife. So someone who would actually have medical knowledge at the time, who would go house to house making sure people are okay, and would not get stopped and questioned if they had blood on their clothes because it's just part of course for the job.
Mm.
There was also a few other theories of specific individuals. I'm not crazy familiar. There was a guy who didn't like prostitutes. There was a guy who was just fucking crazy.
That was just freaking mental.
I heard that they
But
think
Jill-
they actually did identify Jack the Ripper, although I think that might be bullshit.
No. Here's probably the most tragic tale of forensic anything ever.
Oh no.
So, one of the only actual pieces of evidence Jack ever left was a cloth from one of the victims, and there was another person's DNA on that cloth that had nothing to do with people she's been around. So it was pretty easy to say that this is Jack the Ripper's DNA. But because it was a shroud, that's what it was. When forensic technology started to develop, they reopened the case because they said, hey, maybe we can find something here. But, I mean, there was no definitive way to tell because, again, forensics back then was one thing. So even
Hell,
a database of
policing
people,
was new back then.
Yeah, even, like, there was no database, anything. But you could kind of follow the ancestral tree
The funny
with
thing,
suspects.
the funny thing, there are murder records in Britain dating back to the 1300s.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
God. Oh.
They have been stabbing. I
They
said
have been shaking each other for a very long
for a
time.
very long time. Take away your guns, they'll just do what they used to do.
Yeah. They'll just go back to the basics.
Hey,
But,
or
upon analysis of the shroud, so what they had done is because obviously there was no DNA database, you couldn't like, oh, okay, this is clearly this person's DNA because we get our DNA basically banked when we're born, so we have an identity. What they had done instead is they looked at the most likely killer suspects, and then looked through their current family's DNA to find similarities. And they had discovered what was a specific gene that is present in very, very, very few individuals. And one of the suspects also had that gene. So if this was the case, it would 100% had to have been Jack the Ripper. But there was a big old fuck up.
Oh.
It turns out that gene that person was really banking on, like, yeah, I caught Jack the Ripper. I put all my money into this. What actually happened was the person analyzing the genes got a little confused, and what he thought was a mega rare gene that, because when they figured this out before they released all the documents and stuff, they were like, we did it. We caught Jack the Ripper. Give us your money. I am God.
I am God.
But then I can only imagine. Okay, Chaz, we're gonna do a little role play.
Yeah. Okay.
You are the person who had the shroud, funded the research, and you have just been told that we have undeniable evidence you found Jack the Ripper.
Let's go,
So
boys.
Yeah, you're telling everyone. Then you get a phone call. Ring, 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 ring.
Trick
ring.
question. Those didn't exist back then. I maybe get
No, this is modern. No, this is modern.
Oh.
This stuff is happening modern time. I think it was done back in like 2010.
Oh.
That is sad.
Ring, 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 ring,
Hello,
ring,
hello.
ring.
What up?
Yeah,
G?
yeah. It's me, Gerald, from the department, science. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. What up?
How you been?
Life's
Yeah,
pretty
man.
good. I swear to God, just found Jack the Ripper. I'm feeling pretty nice about it. I'm feeling like a processed
Yeah.
cheese right now.
You know that those thousands of dollars you put into this must feel real nice now. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well spent, I'd
Okay,
say
so we have
far.
some bad news.
What's that?
You know that gene I told you that is only present in very few individual and is present in one of the suspects, meaning that is actually Jack the Ripper?
Yeah. Yeah. What up?
Well, as it turns out, my finger slipped. The gene we detected is actually present in over 90% of males.
Oh, that bombshell. Well, he's gonna commit suicide. Oh. Wait, is that alcohol?
As it turns out, that gene that was basically, oh, we got him. Nah, it was actually just, it could be like literally anyone. It could literally be anyone.
Jesus
All right,
Christ.
in in my opinion, I honestly think Jack the Ripper was just a very deranged man. Who
What?
did a lot of killing when killing was easy to do.
What do you mean, my guy?
And I don't think we'll ever find Jack the Ripper. But what else?
Well,
What
he'd be
else you
dead
guys
by
think?
now.
Dylan would. What really?
So that I
What
don't
are
know.
y'all's theories?
If I had to bank on either, it'd be either the royal or the female.
I think Jill's a lot more likely than the
Yeah.
Royal. Jonathan?
Also, I kind of like the idea of it. Jill the Ripper.
I do like the idea of Jill the Ripper. It is neat.
My guess is that it was Revenant back when he was a human. Around,
It's funny you say that. Did you see Revenant's skin in the battle pass?
Yes.
They literally gave him a Jack the Ripper skin.
Wait, what did they
Oh,
actually?
it looks so good too. I fucking love it.
Hold on.
Now, my theory, it can't be a Sasquatch because they don't have that kind of education. And also, a Sasquatch isn't going to call himself Jack. Probably not.
Nah.
Probably not. We'll rule that possibility out.
Impossible. Couldn't be.
Well, not impossible. I'm just imagine there's a freaking Yeti in freaking Britain and nobody notices.
Got a little top hat on. Boom.
Dude, he just tips it to a lady.
That guy's a little fucking cheeky.
He's a little freaking huge. Just tips his hat.
Ooh,
Good idea.
boys.
What?
I can while Dylan does his thing. Would you like to hear some crime scene reports of Jack the Ripper's victims?
Oh God. All right. Yeah. Yes.
Was that a yes, Jonathan?
Yes.
No.
Jonathan said yes. Okay. So, the first one, Marianne Nichols was discovered around 3:40 a.m. on Friday the 3rd. Oh, I thought it was Friday the 13th for a second there. Friday 31st, August 1888 in Bucks Row, now Dunwood Street, Whitechapel. Her throat was severed with 2 deep cuts, one of which completely severed all the tissue down to the vertebrae.
Oh.
That is a very deep cut. Her vagina had been stabbed twice, and the lower part of her abdomen was partially ripped open by a deep, jagged wound causing her bowels to protrude.
Oh.
Several
God.
other incisions inflicted to both sides of her abdomen had also caused by the same knife. Each of these wounds had been inflicted in a downward thrusting manner.
It's the worst way to lose your virginity.
Hold on, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Well, while he's gone,
No, I want to
God,
hear
you can-
these. I want to hear these. but I
well then
gotta
don't go to the bathroom. Fuck you.
piss.
Now,
Bitch.
You
Now-
sound like Mark said.
when we do the cryptids, I'm gonna try my best to do some ample research on Yetis.
Oh, with these cryptids, dude, I think I alone could carry this podcast. Jonathan seems to have a very love and boner hard on for cryptids. Dylan loves them. Chaz is a cryptid.
Done too much work on cryptids. Only really on disappearances, but I do know my face now. Let's not get things
I was gonna say, I feel like you have enough to know. Ooh, guys, the cause of death was a single clear-cut incision measuring 6 inches across her neck, which had severed her
God.
left carotid artery and her trachea before terminating beneath her right jaw. The absence of further. Oh. This one, yeah. This one was the one that was rushed because he got caught. Oh, but I found it, boys.
What did you find?
The description of the body of the picture y'all saw.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to get more info on that.
What
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Wow.
You can see that in the live stream. I'd leave,
Oh my god.
go home, go suckle on a tit.
Oh wow. Wow.
Wow!
Oh my god, no, wow! He done did some things to this one. Holy shit! Viscera is a way to explain it, yes, good job. Holy.
Good job.
I
Yeah.
will wait for
You,
Dylan.
you get a raise.
You get a razor and and a therapist.
Oh, my butthole. Hello.
So Dylan,
Yeah, Hans?
this is the description. Wow.
It's the description
This
of the
is
picture
the
we saw.
description, the official description of the picture you guys saw.
Yeah. God damn
The
it.
extensively mutilated and disemboweled body of Mary Jane Kelly was discovered laying on a bed in a single room where she lived at 13 Miller's Court off of Dorset Street.
Dorset.
At 10:45 a.m. on Friday, November 1888, her face had been hacked beyond all recognition, with her throat severed down to the spine.
Jesus.
The abdomen almost emptied of its organs. Her uterus, kidneys, and one breast had been placed beneath her bed. The other viscera from her body placed beside her foot and on the desk. Wow. About the bed and sections, placed about the bed and on sections of her abdomen and thighs upon a bedside table. The heart was missing from the crime scene, which he then later mailed to the police.
Oh.
Hmm.
What are
I
you
think
doing?
that's
You're
kind of,
when you're the
Oh,
police.
yeah. That was a funny little thing I forgot in the From Hell letter. Yeah, there was also a human heart.
What are you doing? You're the police officer. Somebody probably got into a bar fight. What the frick?
Fucking.
What?
My theory is a
Go
bar fight.
bloody! Go
My theory of bar
bloody!
fight, and she crawled home. With what? What did she crawl with? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
her meat pieces.
Her meat pieces.
Whose
Ugh.
turn is it? Yeah, that's
Nice.
it for me. Is this the last one?
Yeah.
Alright,
I
so
know,
mine is the
I'm-
last one.
I know
Okay,
I'm
so-
done.
This is going to be a very short one. Now let me ask y'all questions. Do you believe in Aryans?
Believe in aliens.
Aryans? Yes. We all believe in Aryans. Yes. Except for Chaz, he's gay. Anyway,
Chaz, do you not believe in aliens?
have y'all heard
Nah,
of
bro.
the...
No, wait, Chaz, do you not believe in aliens?
I was hearing Aryans.
Well, they're real too.
Do you not believe in them?
Aliens. I'm not super convinced. Well, I know
I don't know how you can't be if you actually look. The entire known universe and
what-
extended universe that
Chaz.
we know is made out of the exact same stuff that humans are made of.
No, what I
What
mean,
we are made of
I'm not.
is
Calm down, Justin.
We are made from a very common resource, meaning we are that complicated technically. Aliens, anyways, go on, Chaz.
I don't mean like I do think aliens exist, just not on Earth.
Well, no, that's not.
That's right,
Well, yeah,
that-
they do. They're called. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. That's racist.
I think I know where you were going with it.
Anyway, Dylan,
Chaz.
continue, please.
So when I
Get
say
off this subject.
When I say aliens, I don't mean tiny little gray men or fucking reptilians, but
Reptilian.
The-
Or Mark Zuckerberg.
him on. Now let's not go too far. Let's not. Go Listen up. We all know caked up Zuckerberg might be an alien. Anyway, so
Jesus, that fucking picture.
okay, so we've all heard abduction case here or there, maybe bits and pieces of an abduction case, but there's one that's very, very popular even to this day. I think I don't fucking know. Travis Walton, the Travis Walton abduction case. Basically, he was a lumberjack who, after getting done work with him and his friends, saw a UFO. He got abducted. His friends fucked off. Though to be fair, I don't blame them. What were they gonna fucking do? What the fuck?
Yeet your axe at it, you.
Travis went missing for about 5 days, and he finally showed up. And he was like, I got abducted by aliens. Like, they were doing weird tests on me. They had sombreros. It was weird. They were eating tacos. Chicken.
And we've canceled.
I think Speedy Gonzalez showed up at one point.
There it is. Oh, we've been taken down. Okay, yep.
Taken
YouTube.
down.
Okay.
But basically, when Travis woke
Nintendo
up,
ninjas are here.
he was in a hospital-like
The
room.
Nintendo ninjas
and
were
he
screwed.
He saw 3 great aliens standing over him, so he beat the shit out of them and ran away.
Yep.
Until he encountered a human-looking individual with blonde hair and wearing a mask. And
And
then
you know what he did?
and then he got knocked out. And then he appeared 5 days later, and he was like, I got abducted by aliens. They did all this shit. Everybody was like, oh my god, dude, we totally believe you. And then there was some people like, discrepancy detected. I am detecting multiple discrepancies. So he and all of his friends did a lie detector test. They all passed except for one. He didn't fail, but it was like non-conclusive or whatever.
Yeah, it was not conclusive.
But it's up to interpretation. Did Travis really get abducted by aliens? Was it all just a hoax? What truly happened?
It was a hoax.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Do you want to know what my theory is?
No, but go on.
Fuck you.
You
Oh,
asked.
that's a good one.
My
Well-
guess is that he was abducted by super secret aliens
I'm waiting for it.
that basically create their own super soldier robot. More advanced than Terminator, more advanced than anything in the world, to essentially take over the government from the inside out.
You're just describing reptilians and the Illuminati.
And Dylan, you want to know what they call that? Oh wait, no, Jonathan, continue.
The best part is, Joe Biden is one of them. That's why he acts so sleepy. He's the oldest of them. So Sleepy Joe is actually an alien robot. Yeah, of course it's gonna be a fucking host. You
But Dylan, do you want to know what they call those alien robots? Your mother!
Oh.
I was waiting for you to pull that. I thought you were gonna pull a very complex your mother.
Oh, God.
I thought you were gonna be the oldest one is your mother.
Oh. So, now, since it's a hoax, it's definitely not Sasquatch.
No,
Well, no, the alien part was a hoax. Sasquatch could have came and fucked him. We don't know. Maybe maybe he's just a furry who likes to fuck Sasquatch.
Maybe he's covering up for the Sasquatch leak.
You know what? Maybe.
Do you mind if I share a final story that
Yes.
isn't a hoax, please?
Yeah.
Go ahead, please.
Please.
Alrighty.
What
This
you guys
one,
do?
this one is really well known, and I'm posting the video that Critical made of it.
Oh, no.
There's cringe in my butthole again. No, yeah. Hit him with a no, you know. No, you know. I'm proud. Jonathan knows how to share things now. He grew up so fast.
Oh, thank you. Fuck you.
Oh my god, what is this?
Man who vanished.
Y'all, oh, yep. Yep. Yep.
Capstan knows about it. We all know about it. It's Brian Schaefer, a nursing student who was caught on the camera one moment, disappeared the next. At one of the worst bars ever, the Ugly Tuna Saloona. I looked up the reviews of it online. People hate that restaurant. That guy was...
Probably because they keep disappearing.
Yeah, one guy even brought up for Brian Schaefer. The food stopped. Brian Schaefer died because of it.
Interesting.
Now, anyway, so the story is Brian Schaefer and his friend were at an indoor bar while they were bar hopping. During that time, Brian Schaefer was with some girl that he was flirting with. while he was engaged. So guy really does know how to make moves while he is inebriated.
Mhm.
So eventually he was caught on camera, and then the next moment he just disappeared. He walked out of the view of the camera and wasn't seen since. So here are the things that happened since his disappearance. The entire city was searched. I'm not talking about a few blocks or anything. The whole city.
Oh.
People's homes, the sewers. They probably had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles look for him in the sewers.
Oh.
They searched for him everywhere, but there was nothing. They looked
No
in
sign.
They looked in the bar, which was under construction at the time, but still, there was nothing. There was no sign that he fell into the construction or anything. There was no sign of foul play. The women were checked. There was nothing. Give me a moment. Yeah?
He probably drowned in concrete.
Yeah.
Really, well, that's bad.
So
He's
everyone,
all vacuumed.
so everyone
Oh.
was checked. So everyone was checked, and there was nothing. So, yeah, that's basically what happened. He disappeared. So here are the things that
He
happened.
disappeared.
So here are the things that happened since he disappeared. His father was killed during a hurricane. He was struck by debris, Final Destination style.
Understandable.
During his funeral, there was a quote that was left on his obituary that was signed by Brian Schaefer. Turns out it was a prank by some college kids.
Motherfuckers.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, it sounds right.
Yeah, something like that happened. What else happened? His best friend was questioned. Everyone that was with Brian took lie detector tests, but his best friend never did.
Ooh.
Kind of sus.
After all of that happened, he basically stopped cooperating with police. But it is basically confirmed that he was told to do that by his lawyers. Mainly because he gave the police everything. Lie detectors are about as reliable as Justin Trudeau.
Yep.
So basically, he didn't want to get anything screwed. Although Brian's brother did say that he never trusted his best friend. So, much like Mara Murray.
So that's not a very good best friend then.
Yeah.
Like Mara Murray, you're left with nothing. Figure it out.
A foul play. I think that one's too foul play to not be foul play.
Agreed.
There was another thing I left out because I knew you'd talk about foul play. A few months ago, before his disappearance, his mother died of cancer, leaving a huge amount of money for him, but also giving him depression and severe anxiety. So, it's believed that he may have either ran away to start a new life, or he killed himself.
That's possible, actually. If you got money, you can disappear.
But none of his money was ever used, and there was no history of
And he's
suicide. So,
I actually don't know.
there we go. I've given you all the roadblock.
I'm going foul play.
The Siberian Yeti. He
Yeah,
was on vacation.
Yeah, it was him.
it must have been.
Yeah, it was the Yeti. All right.
Yeah, it was the Yeti
Right.
that did it.
Oh wait, what's the next podcast topic?
Yours. It's up to you, man.
Oh yeah, I'll think it. I'll think of something.
Alrighty. Thanks again for.
Well, wait, John,
for
you can't leave just yet. You have to have your words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom.
alrighty, boys. Here is my words of wisdom. You need.
Beautiful.
Did he do that on purpose?
He's an unsolved mystery now.
he was never found again.
There he is. He's
Mystery's
back.
Jonathan, you almost became an unsolved mystery.
What happened
Nice.
to Jonathan Murray
Nice.
to this day will remain unsolved.
Unsolved. Guys, Jonathan,
It's gone.
we'll see you guys all later in the next podcast.
Dylan.
Oh shit!